this was one of my favorite games, especially the second one. But I liked all of them. I know many people are very criticize the game very much, but I enjoy it, and I don't really get why this game gets so much hate. But I'm also more of a casual player, so maybe that's the reason for that. Yeah, so since my first ever character in Diablo 2 was a mage, I thought let's do a mage together, so we choose the mage. Since the OG mage in Diablo 2 is female, I think the smartest this was a spell I liked. It's cool looking and it never was really viable. So yeah. As you can see, I got the game in German. I'm sorry for all my English speakers. I was too lazy to change it, but maybe in future games we will change it. But I will still try to tell you everything in English. So yeah, I don't know if I will explain everything to you. So yeah, auto attack is most of the time just for mana generation and stuff. It's just so this is incinerate. I wanna definitely max this out. Then we got, yeah, that's better. Damage reduction when enemies are burning. Okay, so I think one core spell is enough for now. Then, of course, teleport is great on mage, and this is great too. So, ice armor is very good defensive spell. You use it in almost every mage build. So I just figured you use it. It's good for this one too. Now, this is teleport. Teleport is also a classic mage spell. Almost in every build you use it because it's just such a good gap closer and also a good tool to run away. Sometimes you have to do it because mages are very squishy. So I thought for the first video, because diving into the season and reading everything is very much, and I think it's boring for you guys to watch me read stuff. So I thought let's just do random dungeons, or maybe even a world boss if there's any world boss in 39 minutes. Yeah, maybe we can do this too. So I thought just for fun that we will do some tree quests. I don't know, you guys that know Diablo, there's like a tree, and all over the map are these special events, and when you finish them, you get points for this tree. And I think like doing dungeons and just killing enemies is probably most fun to watch for now. So I want to show you one first thing before we get started, because I think that's something very important. No, I'm just kidding, but I like the looks of it. So in Diablo you have these mounts, and there are different kind of mounts. So right now we have this pretty simple looking horse. So let's go through all the horses. This is one of my favorites. It's like a ghost horse. Very cool looking, but I think it doesn't fit the fire mage style. So let's look what else we got. Okay, this one has nails in his head. That has to hurt. But this is too necromancer-like looking. Oh, this is perfect. It has flames. This is perfect for a fire mage. But let's look at the other one too. This one looks like a cow. This one is very disgusting but also very cool at the same time. It's like skinned, got flayed. Yeah, very gory, but doesn't fit our style. This looks like a cow too. This is plain boring. Also pretty boring. This is a bit more interesting, but also very simple. Very simple. Also not that nice. Oh, this one's crazy. this one kinda looks a bit like Mephisto looks in the game, but not his original form, his wolf form. So this is very cool, but I don't think it's good for mage, so yeah, let's go to the cats. These are very, very cool looking too. They got introduced with Vessel of Hatred, the expansion, and they got some very cool looking cats. So this one's like a leopard, no gapper. This brown puma looks cool too. This is like a white lion, also cool looking. Same but female version. This is also like a lion. Oh, that's a panther. Oh, panther looks very cool too. But I think we'll go with the fire horse since we are fire mage. And there are different horse armors, so we start with this. Yeah, that looks cool. Then we have this, pretty simple but also nice. Then this is kind of boring. This is also boring. This looks cool too. Very dark. Oh, this one is awesome. Oh yeah, I like this one. Let's look at the others though. Oh, this is very majestic and expensive looking. Might be very good too. Yeah, this is cool too. Then we got this. This looks like something from Silent Hill. Then we got this. Pretty simple and boring. Yeah, it's also boring, boring. Oh, this is not funny too. But I like this one the most, so we keep this one. And then there are like small trophies you can put on the side of the horse. And I already have one in mind. It's this one. It's a torch, also fire themed, and I think that's perfect. So this is how our mount will look like. Now let's try it out in game. Damn, look at how cool it looks. Very cool, very, very cool. Okay, so let's do the dungeon together. We will start with this one. I make a waypoint, like it shows me the shortest way to the dungeon. So yeah, some short loading time. Yeah, okay, so now we go on to the mount. So see here at the top, it shows me the shortest way, so I usually just run through them blindly. The enemies are not fast enough to attack me, so I just go through them and just rush the... Oh, I missed the fear. So now let's enter this. Okay, so we are inside the dungeon. Let's go slay some enemies. So, as you can see, my main spell is this. I will pretty strong already, but I'm kinda, you could say, over-leveled since I got those 12 skill points. That's why I'm pretty strong right now. Okay, now I was out of mana, that's why I couldn't do this, and my auto attacks refill my mana. And as you can see, I'm leveling so fast, it doesn't make sense to check the skill points after every level, so I just also shoot. Very strong. Oh, we got a legendary, not a legendary chest, but a special chest. So the Hydras do all the work for us. Very cool looking. Yeah, so let's talk a bit about Diablo 4 in general. So, first of all, let me explain one thing, because some of you might be confused why the spells are on Q, W, E, and R, and the reason for that is usually they are on 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I already mentioned it in another video that my most played game is League of Legends, and I got so used to Q, W, E, R that I had to remap the buttons just so I have the same feeling, and there's no difference if I do 1, 2, 3, 4 or Q, W, E, R, but I thought I'll explain it to you so you're not surprised. But yeah, anyway, let's go to Diablo 4. So I really like the game. I really like that the entire look of it got more darker, and this was something many people didn't like about the third one, because it was very gacha looking and not that dark, and the details here are very, very good. So I had to cut down the graphics a bit because my computer didn't, the OBS recording was lagging. Usually it looks even cooler. But yeah, as you can see, everything is very dark, and yeah, I like it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you even see this, but maybe you can see that everything looks a bit yellowish, and the reason for that is I have a filter installed. It's called f.lux, and what it does is it filters the blue light, and blue light can cause problems with the sleep. So when I look at the screen before I'm gonna have to go to sleep, I couldn't fall asleep, and that's why I looked up some information on what you can do different. And yeah, I read about the blue light, so I installed the filter, and it really helps. I can only recommend it to everyone. It's also healthier for your eyes. So maybe if you, I can explain it to you like this. The blue light is similar to sunlight, and when your body gets like shined on by sunlight, it signals your body that it's still daytime, but even though it's nighttime, and that's why you should avoid having the blue screen on, the blue light on. Yeah, I'm yapping a lot, but short story, I installed that filter, and that's the reason everything looks a bit yellowish, even though I'm not even sure if you see that, because OBS only, like I put OBS to capture just the game, so I don't know if it also captures the filter, and if it doesn't, then all I just said doesn't matter, so you can forget about it. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm playing pretty reckless right now. This isn't very good gameplay, but the reason for that is that I'm so over leveled, it doesn't even matter. I can just stand still and burn them. But usually you have to be more careful with mage. It can be, you can get one shot very split up into two small ones. Oh wait, they can even open doors. What is this? Okay, one down. Oh, they split it more and more. I never saw that. That must be. I mean, I saw it, but I never saw this kind of goblins. Oh. get the materials. Now we can do something else too. We can upgrade our potion. So each 10 levels you can upgrade the potion once. If the guy lets us, because it seems like he has a quest. Yeah, we can. So it will heal us more. That's also pretty important. boss is very cool. There's always a very strong enemy spawning, and you can meet up with other players, and together you will kill the boss, and it has special loot, and yeah, but it's not that easy, at least when you are still under level like we are. So usually when I'm low level, I get carried by others. I just stand there and pretend I'm helping when I'm actually just getting carried. So, by the way, so next time the way is shorter, we will get this waypoint very fast. So see, now I unlock this, and now we can port on this map, and the way to the boss will be shorter next time. Okay, now we climb up here. So see this entire stuff around me. That was from what I set up here. Okay, so now in 50 seconds the boss will spawn. See how here he starts being born or whatever. There are no players around yet. Oh, there are two now. You can see they are both 31. There's one 16, that's the maximum level. And I am 11, I'm a noob. And what's funny is you can also check others' gear if you wanna get ideas on new builds maybe. And this guy is already better equipped, he already has ancestral items, that's even better than legendaries. And you can also talk to them about very basic stuff like thanks or bye, or you can also taunt. And so see now the boss comes huge, very huge, and we just have to be careful because this guy can one-shot us easily. But thankfully if you remember, I chose the legendary ability that makes us immortal if we get critical damage. So yeah, as I said, I can pretend I'm helping them. But I think we are actually doing damage. That's surprising. But maybe it's because I got all these seasonal powers. Someone got killed. Should I be a good guy and rinse him? Oh, he already went back by his own. But hey, we are surviving. We are surviving, and it's looking good. Oh, I got hit. Ice Maria. Easy. This attack he just did, I always fail to choke it. Okay, now there's also the frog that is following me. A good partner. So yeah, let's go to the tree. And as you can see, there are three options. We can either get chest armor, leg armor, or material. And usually it's the best to choose the legendary one. So you see these ones are white and this one is legendary. So usually you take this. Unfortunately this isn't. These aren't equipments, it's just materials, but that's great because you always need materials, so it's a good choice. And now we open the chest and you will see it will drop a lot. So it just dropped several things like runes and diamonds and stuff like this. So yeah, the diamonds are later on you can put gems on your weapons and make them even stronger, but just as with legendary effects, it's not worth it to look for them early, because you're just gonna waste your stuff and you will find a better items like 10 minutes later. Usually once you